Okay, welcome to the first kind of official episode of Flying High with Flutter. I'm here with Aurimas, who is a very well known, at least I can see on LinkedIn every time I hop on there, Flutter expert. And we had a discussion at least a month ago, I think, about Firebase and how you can use it properly. And so I kind of wanted to follow up with that. And so, but I think first off, let's go ahead and let's just kind of give us an introduction about who you are and what you do and the whole spiel.
All right. Yeah, really appreciate having me here, Alan. Um, so yeah, let's start about myself. So I'm originally from Lithuania. I left Lithuania straight after high school. So I was studying in Denmark. After graduation, I was working in Netherlands. I was working in China, in Hong Kong. Currently, I'm in Vietnam. Mostly within the last 10 years, I've been in tech and covering mobile, so mobile user experience, and then I more switched into end-to-end development as well. I had a couple of my own startups. I was also for a couple of years in management position, so product management, and recently I'm focusing on MVP and POC development, so minimum viable product and or proof of concept. And yes, for mobile, I started with Android, and within last 3 years, I've been focusing more on Flutter. So yeah, that's me.
Yeah, how come you keep moving around? Because I'm also in Hong Kong, you were here before. You were here for some time,
Yeah,
and then you kind of took off. So how do you know when it's time to move,
yeah,
and how do you know where to move next?
yeah. So it was very funny. It's really like my this whole country jumping. It's very interesting. So Netherlands, yeah, it was my first job, and then I had internship in China, and I knew I want to get back to Asia. It was my first time in Asia, and particularly China. And after my first job, I decided to just move to China, and I moved to Shanghai. I was working there. Unfortunately, my startup where I worked um, got bankrupt, and I went to Hong Kong to get new visa, right? And when I was in Hong Kong, I just quickly checked no jobs, and I saw some Android developers were needed, and I was like, yeah, why not? Let's apply. And I applied, and actually I got accepted. So I pretty much stayed in Hong Kong. And when I was staying in Hong Kong, uh, at one point I was like, okay, I have these management skills, I have development skills. I've been working with big teams. I should be able to understand, how startups working because I've been working in startups before. And I had this
Mm.
problem I was facing myself with rentals, and I decided to launch my own startup. And it was just with the startup, it was just very unfortunate time because a couple months after I launched, the protests in Hong Kong started, unfortunately. So the whole rental market, didn't go that well. And after
Mm.
that, I met a couple really talented people, and I was like, yeah, let's do another startup and let's do travel because it was initially their idea, and I really liked it. So that one was called Flunky. And the first one was called Rent Me. The second one, Travel, is called Flunky. And yeah, we started to work on this on September, 2019
Mm.
September. And yeah, from around February, COVID started. All right. So it just, this whole timeline just such a mess. And in Hong Kong, it's just very expensive to live, especially if you have your own startup. So I just decided, okay, I need to move somewhere else because when I was running Rent Me, it's kind of depressing, staying in small flat, working 16 hours a day. It's really, feeling super cramped and paying such a big amount of money for that. So I decided I want to move somewhere else. So I just went back to Lithuania to my parents for a couple of months because I haven't seen them for a while. And after that, I was just thinking, okay, I want to go to Vietnam or I want to go to Indonesia or Thailand because it's much cheaper and it's still close to Hong Kong if I need to go back, right? And in the end, I just selected Vietnam and I came here. So actually, I'm based between Hong Kong and Vietnam, but since COVID, I cannot really travel because entry to Vietnam is extremely hard. And also we have, quarantine period, so lots of time would be wasted. So yeah, I'm mostly staying in Vietnam right now.